Tech Natural is... We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the water tight, descending appetite, no skill, just a lot of hype, hit 'em with the boxes right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the water tight, descending appetite, no skill, just a lot of hype, hit 'em with the boxes right, that make 'em drop the mic. We drop a hot one, pumping like a shotgun, number one spot, there, but we got a lock, son. The toss the key, my thoughts run deep, approximately a clock speed, Mach 3, hyper velocity sound, tear it up and break it down. Well, wait later, they might as well hate us now. So we built a foundation on solid ground, cause haters huff and puff, try to blow us down. We're not slowing down, in fact we getting quicker. We used to flow ill, now we diagnosed sicker. Taking natural, yeah, we elevated, so far ahead of the game, now we feeling segregated. Cause competition, yeah, we got them frustrated, cause they a duplicate, we custom made this spit. Yo, they got hip hop suffocated, it can't breathe, we just here to resuscitate it. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the water tight, descending appetite, no skill, just a lot of hype, hit 'em with the boxes right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the water tight, descending appetite, no skill, just a lot of hype, hit 'em with the boxes right, that make 'em drop the mic. Attacking supernatural, launching air strikes, from the intro it ain't a fair fight, no. Just when you thought you were prepared right, bringing skills short like Frodo's a no-no, like a butter knife, but don't cut it. Mediocre MC still got the game flooded, it's overflow from the engine to the carburetor. We got them sweating, breathing heavy like Darth Vader. Now they're trying to settle quick like an arbitrator. By talking smooth like a phone sex operator. I bite the style, but it has no flavor. We're here to stay, so hate us now or hate us later. Still kick the data with soul like Taylor. So pack it in and abort to the layer. Cause hiding out's the only thing that'll save you from the wrath of the warpath. If you don't know the half, it's a too fast, do the math. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the water tight, descending appetite, no skill, just a lot of hype, hit 'em with the boxes right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the water tight, descending appetite, no skill, just a lot of hype, hit 'em with the boxes right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the water tight, descending appetite, no skill, just a lot of hype, hit 'em with the boxes right, that make 'em drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the water tight, descending appetite, no skill, just a lot of hype, hit 'em with the boxes right, that make 'em drop the mic. Bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light, bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light, bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light. Tech natural, yeah, we bring a proper light, 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 yeah, we bring a proper light.
What's up, people? Welcome back to the show. Another episode of the Chaos List. And look at the backgrounds looking fire. That looks sick, bro.
They're nice and poppy.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Did you just call me Poppy?
No.
Yeah, I called you Poppy, man. You're the Poppy.
Pues el papi chulo, hombre.
I just want to say you guys are welcome for the backgrounds. You know, I put a lot of work into doing it today. It was hard, man. But to get it on point for the show, wow. But I did it, you know.
Looks good.
Thank you very much.
Oh, gee, seems like you're getting awfully red all of a sudden.
Background. Wait, where's my other background? Oh, here it is. Oh, crap.
I think the problem is LEG. See, LEG, I give you credit. He right there was just, he's just
like I always do.
Damn it, God.
Looks like I froze. Well, anyways, when I come back in, Chris, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Yeah, the Real Review 3000, Chaos Central here, of course. 3 nights currently, soon to be 4 nights. Right now we got the Chaotic Conversation on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Chaos List, which we're on right now, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow night, the Rule of 3 with the side of the Basco. And basically, that's it. I think we're going to start tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time also. So we're going to go back to doing them all at 9 p.m. And I'm sure mine will jump around again because as soon as the Masked Singer starts back up, I'll go back to doing that stuff. And actually, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. It's always a question mark. But got a new rant out check it out. Talking about Gina Carano
Excellent.
being fired.
I saw it. Yeah, excellent.
Good work, Chris, of course, like always.
Thank you.
No problem. Gaishka, tell the people
Yep.
about your channel, sir.
Well, pretty much everything that Chris said. You can find me on there as well. Plus on Wednesdays on the OOC. So that's short and sweet.
Damn right. JJ, you are up, my friend. If you are there.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
And unmuted.
Look,
Hey.
and I'm unmuted. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You find me a little bit of everywhere and a lot of nowhere. Find me usually on Monday nights for, Sunday nights for the next couple weeks over here on Big Afford Entertainment for the WandaVision Roundtable. You can find me earlier on in the day for the weekly wrap up on Chris Knight's channel. You can find me on Honstar's channel later on that night for either Jackbox Game Night or Name That Tune. Usually on Mondays, I do my weekly live stream called Randomness at its Finest. But since the chaotic conversation is going, I guess, back on Mondays, I'm trying to find another home for it. So we'll just have to wait and see. But it's random, so it'll pop up anywhere, maybe everywhere. You never know. Tuesday night, you find me right here with these fine gentlemen for the Chaos List, and then on Thursday nights back over on Chris Knight's channel for the weekly Rumble, either as a contestant or a combatant, as I'd like to say, and sometimes he also brings me in as a wild card to change things up a little bit. And also you can find me on Twitter at Sithlord3827. Sometimes I tweet, sometimes I retweet, sometimes I don't. It's a lottery. Come check it out.
Man,
Great to see you guys.
Great to see you too. And I was just gonna say, after that ass whooping you took on the last Royal Rumble, you really want to go back as a contestant? Really?
Yeah, you're talking shit. Okay. Gotcha. Go ahead, keep talking because I think I forgot my Q-tips today. Go ahead. I heard part of that. All I heard was last time on the Rumble. That's about all I got.
That's all you needed to hear, bro. LDG, you are up, my friend.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for having me today, guys. Anzo. Yes. LDG Pixels here, guys. Here to hook you up. If you have any computer issues, needs, questions, need a tune up, own a Mac, have crappy internet, hit me up, guys. That's what I'm here for, helping the community. Not only the other channels, but the viewers as well. Also on Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica entertainment channel, guys, where I host a waiting room, place to hang out the stream between the streams. If you ain't watching one of these fine gentlemen that you see here, you have a place to hang out, kick up your feet, sit as close as you want to somebody else. And we have open panels, open topics. We chill, hang out, get some work done, have some laughs, cries, everything, you name it. We do watch parties, the whole 9 yards, and supporting a true public forum, Project Prometheus, guys. Unlock the net. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. Let's have some fun tonight. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell.
That is correct. And last but not least, my main man, Mr. Elihu. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
I'm so glad I'm a fine young gentleman and not a fine young cannibal. Oh.
Well, he doesn't know.
Well, I do know that I had chicken for dinner, so yes, I know it was chicken.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think it was. Yeah, okay. Other than that, I can be found everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Especially every Wednesday at 12 noon, specifically at 12 noon, a show called What's Up with the Universe. But tomorrow there's not going to be a show. It's going to be a special show on Thursday, the 18th. At 11:45 a.m., we're going to be Countdown to Mars, covering the Mars and the Mars Perseverance lander.
Excellent.
So,
I'm going to edit a version for that for you, Eli. We are going to edit a version of that for you. It's happening. It's happening.
Eli, the science guy.
It's catchy too.
Well, yeah, man, y'all leave that man alone. You realize out of all of us, he's the only person that does something educational.
Hey.
Wait.
When
I
he's
would
really
argue that
stoned.
one
Really?
because,
He's the only person who does something educational.
hey,
Really?
is Zod calling his name right now?
I'm about to educate your ass right now. Anzo, fan.
That is right. Both of them. AJ for saying that Eli-Who's the only one that does anything educational, and LDG for telling me to Phantom Zone him. No. You don't tell me to Phantom Zone. I do it when I want to do it. All right.
Okay.
All I did was ask a question. I just asked, is Zod saying hello? That's all I asked.
Yeah, you were fine.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why was I Phantom Zone for that? It's the
Because you said-
truth.
He's not the
No,
truth.
It's not.
The OOC is educational.
I think
LDG Pixels is specifically tagged as educational. That's all I do on Pixels is teach people,
Well, yeah.
help
But
people learn about computers.
Come on, LDG. How long has it been since you've done a stream on your main channel? It's been a while.
Well, I do one every week, so.
it's been a long road.
And how is getting shit off your chest educational?
Oh, it really is, because it's not
it's
just
a
about
rant.
getting shit off our chest. No, we're
Educating
educating
the public.
people.
Yeah,
We're
educating the
educating
public.
people.
Exactly.
That's what we're doing.
All right.
Exactly.
And seeing is that you're my boy, I won't Phantom Zone you for that one either. You got one already.
Well,
I'll leave it at that.
no. It's these are legitimate questions because I never saw it as educational. I saw it as a rant. But now that I know that,
3,
hey,
0.
hey,
No, damn it.
That would have been pretty
listen,
cool with the countdown.
hold on. You can't
Yeah,
Phantom Zone me because I didn't understand completely.
It's okay. Not a problem. I give you a pass for that. I give you a pass
Thank
for that. No problem. I'm not as bad as LDG. I'm not just gonna Phantom Zone you guys
Trigger
all
happy?
over the place. Yeah.
Oh,
I can be.
Anzo,
I can be a little bit.
Oh, you're trigger happy, all right, but you're waiting for the right ones.
hey,
With
Anzo,
all due respect, I saw Danny's show. That guy, like, he literally sat on his freaking Phantom Zone button that whole show, man.
Go ahead, Eli. What were you gonna say?
I also wanted to say, don't forget to subscribe to all of us, and especially to the moderator, whose also name is Austinator, who's doing a good job in the chat right there. Yeah.
Yep,
so-
Shout out to Oscinator.
And
Yeah,
if you guys know or follow Sci-Fi Nation, wish him a happy birthday today.
And I want to
His
say,
birthday.
what up to the people in the chat? We have the Austinator. We have Yvette, of course. Flash is in the chat. Khalib is in the chat. You know what I mean? All you guys, I do appreciate you guys coming to check it out always, forever. You know how we do. We got 3 topics, but we always got to start them off with some honorable mentions. And I kid you not, man, these ones were hard to come up with because I was doing some other things with LDG. So I was sitting here and I'm like, frick, man, I need an honorable mention. I got 1, got 2. The third one is the one I had for a minute. That one is gonna be first one. Now, do you think it's time for Basco Scenario to get his show up and running and stop keeping us all fucking waiting?
Yes.
I'll agree to that. I'll be the first. Yes, Basco. You are like the MVP for anticipated channel, bro.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
I'm
No
serious.
pressure. No pressure.
I mean, you got the graphics going. You got your boy right here. Hook you up. Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
All right. It's coming. Huh?
Do
What do
some
you think, chat?
content.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
I was just gonna say yes. I want to see him do his thing over on his channel a little more. I want to see him get some streams up over there, and I'm ready for him to be getting his stream up here on Chaos Central. And
I'm still curious what it's going to be about.
well,
Yeah,
I know.
Well,
What kind of content,
Chris knows
man?
what
I like
the Chaos Central one it is, and I have something in the works for my channel. So yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming. Chris and I have to sit down and I have to sit down with LDG to get all the the kinks here and there. And I've never hosted before, so I'm gonna have to know the ropes on that too. So yeah,
It's all right.
it's all good. It's about
I-
jumping in and doing it.
I didn't know either, man. But maybe I'll let you host the OOC 1 week. We'll see.
Oh shit!
Get your feet wet with that,
I'll get.
Yes.
No pressure.
Have him get his feet wet with 9 people on a panel and tons of people asking questions in the chat. and coordinating people having time to talk about those questions and the questions brought up.
Beautiful warm up. Oh, that's perfect.
I think so. Put right into the frying pan, bro.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, those fires you were working, that fire you were working on today, that's going to be a lot higher for him. It's going to be like,
absolutely.
Well, I said, Geisgar can test different sauces.
Honorable mention number 2. And this is the one I was debating. I couldn't get it. And then Eli popped into the private chat, into the streamers. I said, oh, does Elihu think he runs the show and can take off whenever he feels like it? I think so.
Take off. I just casually back away.
Casually back away.
he's like that guy that's
Eli's the guy.
He's like that guy that's the regular on the cast. But if you know somebody's not going to be on this week, you're going to bet it's going to be him.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Eli's the guy who says, I got your back way back there.
You know, I'm the kind of guy, if we're hanging around the safari and the lion's about to attack us, I think I my shoes got to run faster. I'm like, hey, I don't have to outrun the lion. I just got to outrun you, man.
And says, find me here or there or anywhere or anywhere, nowhere.
I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So
Exactly. And honorable mention number 3.
Okay, why am I shivering right now?
Not you, brother.
Really?
Even though I am the first person
Oh,
to
here we
win
go.
the Royal Rumble Grand Champion, do you think Chris Knight did everything in his power to give the game to JJ?
it was rigged.
I don't rig my
I can't believe
game.
you went with that.
Man, who
I
said
can't
that?
believe you went with that. That's
Hey,
great.
Chris, he's talking about you giving me a damn whatever the hell that shit is.
No, I am not talking about that. I went back and I did some numbers, and I looked at the points.
Oh yeah, that.
I looked at the points that Chris gave out for his final round, and I found
didn't give them all out.
No, but I calculated what Austinator gave, and then the rest were yours.
Blame the ginger ball.
You came back with the 5 points. You know, if I didn't give you those 5 points, you wouldn't be in. So if I wanted to give him the game, I wanted to give him the game. I didn't have to give you that 5 points.
Okay, but you know
that's why I said, "Damn you."
But you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
What?
Well,
He's saying you.
I don't look at it.
I was wondering why Chris's right hand wasn't on screen that much because it was too busy wiping JJ's ass.
Oh, what?
Whatever.
All right, guys. All right.
Sounds like a deflate gate.
I knew something. Yeah.
All I gotta say is we're gonna take care of that problem that everybody seems to think that I rig it because I don't.
Well, I do have the numbers here. I won't get into it because Chris knows the numbers. I know the numbers.
I don't know the numbers.
Oh, you don't? Would you like to hear them?
I don't care.
Wait a second. You're the one who made the numbers. How do you not know the numbers?
That was then. This is now. I'm like, hey, you know, whatever.
So,
Listen.
It's just like
Now,
the Super Bowl.
You know what?
As far as the third party here, I lost, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let the person who lost say one thing here. I heard about the changes coming to the show, and I can vouch that I am liking how the scoring will happen next season or whatever you want to call it. It should be quite interesting, actually, very quite interesting.
First off,
I am taking myself out of
make the
scoring.
equation. It might even make the scoring just as entertaining as the actual show itself, as the spiel. So I'm down for it. Can't wait to see.
You guys realize it's all the ginger ball.
Well,
and no wheel either.
No. Nope.
F the wheel.
And Dandelion, if you don't know me by now, I am never a graceful winner or a loser. So I'm sorry.
And the wheel of points will still be there. The wheel of points could still be there.
No, guys, don't
That's
worry.
fine.
Don't listen to the man.
Fine.
I will make sure that wheel is done for. It's gone. Okay, you'll never see that wheel again. Anzo, you know what's funny is the fact that you won and you're bringing this up. Now, don't get me wrong. If you and I would have lost, press conference. Definitely.
Absolutely.
You and I,
Absolutely.
totally, we would have
Another one of those.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though I won, I still thought about doing a press conference. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do a video because these numbers don't add up.
I so would have been with you. I'd sign first person to sign up, bro. First person.
No. Allie, trust me, darling. Anzo is a sore loser and a sore winner.
Yes, but I rarely lose, so that's not an issue.
Oh my God!
But it's true though. It's true.
When do you rarely miss losing?
All right, I got this Thursday figured out. I got this Thursday figured out. So here's the deal. You guys are all going to be on. We're going to do. Yeah, we're going to figure this out.
Oh,
Yeah,
there is no rematch.
Recount.
No. This is a whole new setup. So whoever would win it's going to be another champion and go for the next
For the second grand champion.
Yeah. That's where we're at. We finished it up, and yes, Anzo is the first grand champion of the Weekly Rumble.
And I want to make my announcement that I retire.
Oh. All right.
Fired on top.
Chicken shit.
I don't think
That's
this was
a
in the
word that you might want to have.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's even I call bullshit on that. I think that's in the contract. You can retire after. No.
Where's my stash, man? Did you get my stash, dude? Where is it?
No.
I am officially retired from the Rumble. Oh shit, that's hilarious. We get into topic number one, guys. Great show. You know what I mean? And regardless of how I joke around, man, you guys did a great job on that show, man. You guys talked your asses off and made it interesting. So don't know.
Tell me there's a WandaVision.
I knew there was gonna be Gina.
Oh, Gina.
I knew Gina's gonna be one of them.
You know?
Sorry. I had a feeling about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's the topic, right? It's what people are talking about right now.
I had a
and I know
feeling,
Chris did a video on it already, so I was like, you know what? And it just happened to be a coincidence that Chris did a video and I had this as a topic. But
before you start reading, I just want to say, damn, that's good font. I can actually read every single word.
The other two
Good
suck.
job, man. Good job, dude. Good job.
The other two suck, so don't give me a good
shit.
job. Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? Wow, good job.
Says the guy with bifocals on. Yeah, I can totally read that.
So, Gina Carano. Well, first off, Gina versus Disney, of course, topic one. Gina Carano didn't get her pink slip before word of her firing from The Mandalorian went public, as the former Cara Dune actress found out on social media at the same time as the rest of us. Last week, Gina Carano came under fire for sharing a post on Instagram that critics say compared the treatment of American conservatives to the prosecution of Jews in the Holocaust. Lucasfilms officially booted Carano from The Mandalorian soon after, citing Carano's social media posts as abhorrent, right? And announcing she was no longer employed by the company. Do you think they did Gina wrong?
Hell fucking yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, when you get fired, okay, that shit needs to go before the person you're letting go, before the public lets them know. That shit was pure D wrong. I'm sorry. You know, that's a wrong. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it that way.
No, say it how you say it, bro.
Nah. That's the wrong way for that woman to get the dick. For real.
Okay, that was the wrong way to say it. But,
that's a southern slang. Okay, come on.
No, she got fucked. That's the way it is.
Southern slang. Come on.
But that's
fucked.
Damn,
wrong way.
that was some serious diction right there.
Yeah. JJ, you done?
Yeah, no, go ahead, because I had what I had to say, what I got to say on it, because, you know, I would have made a video on it, but it wouldn't have been long enough because it's just pure D bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I just got it. I got Anzo's back there. I'm sorry. Wow. Go ahead.
I've talked to LDG about this, and I mean, I understand contracts and stuff like that, but whatever happened to, like I said today, the statement of the the opinions and views of the actor or actress are not the opinions and views of Disney. I mean, it's like you distance yourself, you release a statement and say, we do not condone her
way of
we're
thinking
not,
or whatever.
yeah,
Mhm.
we don't condone what she said, but at the same time, we value her as an asset to our group, and we will discuss this with her. I mean, whatever happened to stopping somebody and say, okay, listen to what you said, and do you think maybe it's a tad bit out there or a bit much? Maybe we can work with you on what you want to say. I mean, here's the thing. Right now, I put her into the same place as Mark Hamill was during The Rise of Skywalker. He was trolling everybody. She knows people are getting pissed off, so she says these things. And if you dig deep and take away all the rhetoric and all the things that people don't like what's being said, the Nazis, the Jews, that all that stuff, you take that all away. What she's basically saying is, you guys are ridiculous. You're not seeing the thing here, what's going on with everything. You got one group of people who is sitting here telling another group that they're wrong, and all that stuff. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with her, but I'm not bothered by it. If you don't like what she says, just don't listen to her. That's all I gotta say.
Can I go next?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not sure what her contract specifically states that whatever she has to reflect, her personal life has to reflect upon her actual job actions. Basically, like, you can't go running around saying other odd shit. I'm going to give you an example. For baseball, Aubrey Huff. Last year, he made a post about going out shooting with his kids and shooting people. It's shooting something. Like, insinuating that shooting people teaches kids how to shoot people. Well, he's a professional baseball player, currently on the roster at the time. I'm not sure if he is now, but currently on the roster at the time. People gave a huge backlash to him because of his personal comments. The commissioner of baseball said, this is wrong, he shouldn't have done that. What did the manager of his baseball team said? That's him. That reflects his performance. Hell, I agree with Chris. If you don't like somebody's personal opinion about something, don't listen to them. I personally cannot stand James Woods. I think he's a motherfucking asshole. Self-conceited prick. But I love his acting. Yeah, I would watch James Wood performance, but I would not listen to him talk out of character. This is just personally. Like, I don't like the guy. I'm going to ignore him, but I will watch some of his performances. if a company, a production company, Disney, Paramount, CBS has a problem with their employee, have them re-sign contract saying, "Hey, if you want to continue to do this, you've been in violation of your contract, we can legally let you go. Otherwise, it's on your own personal shit." That's my opinion. She got fired wrong. Yeah, should have been told before the public. That's how I feel about this, man.
Did you get the question, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
I did.
Okay. Question was about Gina Carano and if Disney did her wrong by firing her the way they did. So, LDG, you were going to say something?
Yeah, no, of course. It's death by association. If you're associated with certain people, certain ideas, certain speech, death by association. That's exactly what this is. What you do on your personal time should not inflect what you do on the when you're dealing with the business. As simple as that. Now, obviously, anything that gets you thrown in jail is a different story. That gets you thrown in jail and you get fired for it. But as far as anything that you do lawfully should not inflect anything whatsoever when you're working. Why? Because you are not yourself when you walk through the front door of a business. The second you walk in, clock in, you are no longer you. You are the business that you are working for. But when you leave, you have the freedom of yourself. People come, it's we the people, not we the corporation. This is utter bullshit. Now, was she done wrong? Yes. Is what they did the right to do it? Of course. A business, you can't tell a business what they can and cannot do. I truthfully believe that. And if a business is doing something that's overly incorrect or immoral, then you do not support that business by ghosting them. Not canceling Disney, ghosting Disney, not doing anything related to Disney whatsoever and make it really hurt. But if that doesn't happen and they're still in business, then they have the right to run their business exactly how they want to run it. As far as contracts are concerned, concerned, when you start off your career, yes, you come to contracts, but we get to a certain point when you get certain big and people come to you, you get to write your contracts. So because of that, maybe she was in a contract that kind of backfired in her face. But she had it because some people have to agree to things they don't. Look at us on YouTube channels. There are plenty of YouTube channels right now that are in contract with YouTube, and we don't even agree to the terms and conditions that they give us. But we have to follow by those rules, and we have no choice. Up until the point where you become so popular, you have companies like Twitch or YouTube coming to you, like Larson and other people, maybe then you can rewrite the rules, but until then it is what it is, and you got to deal with it. And it looks like she worked out in the long run. She got a new job from it, she got publicity from it. Looks like she's got a new job, and if you really want to stick it to Disney, ghost Disney.
Exactly.
Um,
Fight with your wallet, not your mouth or your words.
I mean, ghost. Don't tweet Disney. Don't look at Disney. Don't watch Disney. Don't go to Disney. Nothing. Don't even tweet Disney.
That people don't understand. I understand what you're saying, LG, but tell me what's the percentage, or the over under on the chances of that happening in the sheer mass amounts that it needs to happen?
The last time I saw it happen is when I heard the words "I have a dream." It has happened. It can happen again.
But I'm saying, but here's the thing: is Disney with the hill people want to die on? I mean, I understand.
We're not going to die. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
It is a term. That is a term. That is a statement of. Is that what people really are going to fight for? I mean, Alien, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. You go down the list. There are some people out there that are like, "Oh, I can't not watch that movie." Mm-hmm. What are they going to do? I mean, I'm just saying. I agree with what you're saying. The facts of the matter is, listen, if you're getting your social, thoughts, you're getting your political alignment from somebody in Hollywood, you're doing it wrong. Well, you are a robot who is following what somebody else is telling you to do. And I don't care what side of the fence you're on. That's just the thing. Why does this matter what she said? What they're saying is somebody's, I'm just saying, I don't understand why people even put weight to words that these people say like that.
Well, hey, obviously.
Can I have a second real quick, guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to address something in the chat. Flash, I wasn't dogging you, bro. You have every right to be upset. I'm just letting you know. People are speaking like she typed that shit out or she posted that shit out. She didn't.
Somebody's bleeding through. Hold on, somebody's bleeding through.
It's a vacuum.
Oh, okay.
It's not me. It's not me though.
Commence operation. Vacuum suck.
Oh, I think it was Danny. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, man. You have every right to be upset. But she didn't do it. She just reposted it, which I know in a sense is the same thing. But bro, I wasn't coming down on you for it, man. It's all cool.
Guys, good. You had something to say? Yeah, I see him in the chat. No problem, kid. Yeah, respect.
Man. Listen, that. As a company, you have to. There's protocol that you have to follow when you let someone go. Maybe the rules don't apply to Disney because they have so much money backing them up. Now, going back to social media and how they manipulate things that are said, and I'm not saying that she's wrong to what she posted, but things were rewritten so many times of what she said and misconstrued in what she said that people forget what was trying to say. Did she use the wrong words or the wrong example and comparisons? Possibly. But what she was trying to say wasn't wrong. And it goes again with the power of the people behind that phone tweeting away that you're crucifying people for, and especially in the United States, for the freedom of speech, that everybody has the right for the freedom of speech, but people are being crucified for what they're saying, which honestly, in a way, I find it kind of unfair because if you are going to be preaching in a country so great that you have such great freedom of speech and then crucify people for saying something, and it wasn't completely and audibly wrong either, it was just twisted that way. It was wrong for Disney to treat her the way they did, but she wasn't, and she was, what she was trying to say, did she choose the wrong words? Yes, but also it was twisted so much by social media that it's sad. It's sad that so many people's jobs are being lost left and right, the contracts canceled, by just people hashtagging something and getting it to go viral, right? And
Exactly.
like, did you guys actually read exactly what she said? Her tweet that she removed?
Her retweet, yeah.
Well, it was off of this. It's on Instagram still, I even think.
Well, what she wrote was Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Okay, that's one of the lines she wrote. Okay, because the history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone from their political views?
Guys,
okay. No, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll shut up.
What she's saying is not out of completely wrong of what she's saying, because the government did do that in order to paint exactly like social media is doing about painting people wrong. The government did that to the Jews. The government did that. They put them, they pointed the fingers on them, and wherever they were in Europe, they were exiled by no choice of their own. History's there. It proves it. She's not wrong in what she's saying. Now, the example to what she's saying is a little bit extreme. I agree with that. But to crucify her for giving an opinion on that, and people quickly to judge her and crucify that, shame on you. That's all I have to say. For not getting the facts right or not hearing her point of the story face to face. People should have sat down. Listen, you did this wrong. And to prevent this from happening in the future, guess what? In your contract, you're going to have this. You cannot go on social media or talk about any type of subjects. You have to completely stay neutral. And that's what they should have done.
That's what I wanted to say. What you just read, the first sentence is what I read about 8 or 9 different news sites about, okay, what does she say? Because I don't really use Instagram. I'm like, okay, what does she say? The first sentence what you read is what every single news article said, not the rest of the piece.
Exactly.
That's why people are taking this out of context.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, get the full story. That's why I'm like, dude, that's exactly like, yeah, keep reading, man. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
The thing that I would
either.
No, see, here's the thing. Okay, so we've gone way left if you want to go a direction, okay? And I don't care if you're left or right. That's not the point. I like to stay as center as possible, because here's the deal. There was a time that if somebody accused, like me at my work, of sexual harassment or doing something of that nature, that they would pull me in and say, well, this has been said. What's your side of the story? Or do you know of anything you might have done? And that they have a talk with you at first. And then they say, listen, we haven't heard anything, so, this is the first time, you're a good employee, blah, 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 all that rhetoric stuff. And they'll send you on your way. Second time they pull you in and say, okay, listen, this is the second time we've heard this. If we hear this again, you're going to be fired. So watch what you're saying, whatever it is. Third time, you're gone. Nowadays, there doesn't even have to be a real situation. If they hear it, in many places, you're gone. The days where this situation should have been handled like this, pull them in. Hey, we saw this. You do know we monitor everything you say, which all companies, guys, whether or not you believe it or not, everybody who works for a major company, your Twitter, your Instagram, all of that is being watched. Trust me. They could pull her in and say, listen, we kind of get the idea of what you're trying to go here, but you're bringing in Nazis, you're bringing in Jews. This is a real touchy subject. We need to find another way to talk about this, or that for you to say the same thing. So we're going to have you sit down with this person. They're going to kind of give you some ideas of how to kind of lessen how you say it or help
de-escalate.
De-escalate this. Let's talk about what you're trying to talk about at heart, but let's find a better way to do it. That's the way this should have been handled. Hey, whoa. I mean, we understand, but Nazis, Jews, this is getting really, ooh, wow. Ooh.
Social media advisors.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you do that? Now, here's the thing I mentioned in my video today. James Gunn. James Gunn had this same type of thing happen to him. Where is he at now? He's back with Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't know if they're not just trying to let this thing die out completely, let the SJWs find the next thing to fight, and then bring her back around. We know we're about a year away from The Mandalorian still. We know we're at least a year away from the what is it? The Rangers of the New Republic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a wait and see if this really sticks or not. I think this is just a direct, hey, look what we did. We did it. She's gone. Bye. Go away. Everybody calm down. Year and a half from now, they'll be on somebody else's ass. They'll be back on Donald Trump's ass. They'll be on somebody's ass about something that they say, and nobody will care about this anymore.
Yep.
And anything wrong to be on anybody's ass, you know what I mean? But
No.
I'm just saying that's how they are. It's what's the next flavor of the week. I mean,
exactly.
Danny, you have anything to say on the subject?
Are you muted?
Yeah, I was just listening to everybody get finished.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to put my disclaimer on there. I don't think that she deserves to get fired for that. But I'm also going to say something that in this world, in this society, there are certain trigger words that when you use, it cuts off all reason, all intelligence, all sense of trying to be civil. Because I'm telling you, if somebody called me the N-word and they don't look a certain way, I lose it. So when she said the situation about Nazis and Jews, that instantly was the trigger words. People that are in that category instantly like, no, I ain't hear nothing else. I ain't trying to get logic. I ain't trying to get nothing. They heard those two words. They instantly went to the negative part. And when you do stuff like that, sometimes you make a lot of knee-jerk reactions. So my opinion is that when you decide to go into that world of entertainment like she has, you got to have good people around you. You got to have people that don't tell you what you want to hear, but tell you what you need to hear. So before she put that on there, she should have went to somebody else who she trusted and said, hey, look, I just want a second opinion. At this small format and that we're on now, I have called or text Anzo many times and, hey, man, what do you think about this? And he'll say, yeah, it's cool. Or, you might want to rethink it. That's just at this level. At a bigger level, you should have more people that you can call and say, hey, man, what do you think? You think this is something? I just want you to read this right here before I send it out. Because once you send it out, you can't get it back. You can't unring that bell. And a lot of people think that the amendments protect us. They don't protect us in no corporation. Because if you don't follow that corporation or that job's particular bylaws and policy and procedure, you can find yourself on the same side of the door she is now. I know I got chastised by Anzo, I think Chris, Josh, Roberto, when I use a poor example of comparing something to football with affirmative action. It was like, really? You going to compare football to affirmative action? So in hindsight, I saw that was a bad comparison. It was a bad comparison. Not saying she was right or wrong, but when you say certain trigger words, it's going to have this kind of reaction. Now, I have hope that they're going to bring her back because James Gunn went through something similar. I think his situation was a photo. They brought him back after it died down, but my opinion, I support her. She should not have got fired, but if she want to get back into that, she got to keep quiet. Because sometimes the right thing to do is shut your mouth and just keep quiet, keep your head down. And just because, and I'm going to say this, I love this saying, just because you can do something doesn't mean that you must do something. So she just, if she want to get back in there and salvage her career, she's going to have to be quiet until this thing die down, till somebody else is on the chopping block, and maybe she can ease in there. Because from what I'm being told and what I've heard, Jon Favreau was a dead set against her getting fired. And this issue didn't really bother him because he about the business. So, like my dad told me when I first got married, you got to pick your fights. So she got to pick her fights. She got her nose bloodied on this one, but the fight is not over. That's just one round. She go back, compose herself, man. Don't say nothing. Go 0-30 on Twitter and that stuff. I think she may be able to get back in there. But right now, the iron is hot. The fire is hot. So the best thing to do sometime, man, is just keep your mouth shut and pray and hope for the best.
And I kept go ahead, LDG. You go first and then I'll go.
All right. Yeah. Or you could support a public platform, one that can let you have a profile where you can say whatever the hell you want. And nobody can point it directly to you. Have true freedom of speech and not have this bullshit. That's the problem. The fact is she tweeted something out that was directly linked to her. And that was the platform's fault. If she had a real good platform, she could say whatever the hell she wants to all the people who want to listen and have no recourse whatsoever. Worth it.
You will lie down before me, Jarrell! Both you and them one day, Jarrell!
I did let you finish though, so just so you know, I let you finish your saying before I cut you off, and then I said, you know what? There was some reason he had to get Prometheus up in there, but I let you finish it, bro.
I didn't actually say the word, but now that you Phantom zoned me for it, Project Prometheus, man, freedom of speech. What's up? Unlock the net.
It's a movie Saturn, dude. Come on.
So now here's what I have to say, and I kept quiet because I wanted to hear what all you guys had to say, and I'm gonna be straight up honest. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. She is in the industry where you gotta be careful for what you do. They fired her. I don't care. You know what I mean? She's a celebrity. She was going to be okay. She got a job right away in another movie. She's going to be okay. I think we care too much about these damn celebrities' lives, man. What they do, what they say, what they eat, this and that. And I'm just done. Like people talking about all the time, and I'm like, I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care.
I only brought up Aubrey Huff because I got into a Twitter fight with him.
No, I get it. But me personally, I was just like, I don't care, man. I really don't. I'm not canceling Disney because Disney got some fire shit coming out that I want to watch. You know what I mean? I want to see the rest of WandaVision. I want to see Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? I want to see Loki. I want to see all of that stuff. So I'm not canceling Disney. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like with R. Kelly, it's like, oh, cancel R. Kelly. And no, I can separate the artist from the person and stuff like that. That's what I do. That's what I'm going to do.
One last thing on that. That's what companies need to do. They need to learn how to separate who the person is from what you get for them or what you're getting from them. Listen, when you watch The Mandalorian, she doesn't talk like that because you're writing those words. All you have to do is say, listen, when she walks out that door, you know what, guys? Sorry. She does the job right. Because there's way too many things.
Yeah.
There are way too many people out there, and in Hollywood especially, that are looking for the image. And that's why we're getting shitty movies. That's why we have shitty actors. Because listen, Mel Gibson may be the worst person in the world. I love the guy in movies. Kevin Spacey may be a horrible degenerate. I love him in movies. You know what? I don't have to answer for what he does or what she does outside of those doors. I watch a movie.
Chris,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, James Woods. Hello.
It came to a point here, right, when companies were hiring people, when social media started booming, right? And they were saying, do you have a Twitter account? Do you have a Facebook account? And some companies here wouldn't hire you if you did not cancel your accounts because they didn't want to be viewed negatively, right? So a lot of then that went to courts, and then they said, no, the companies don't have a right to do that. But the companies do have a right to say or to put that you have to be careful what you write, that if it projects anything negative that could reflect bad on the company, then they can fire you for it. Now, the question is, was that anywhere in her contract? We don't know, right?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, the problem is that's subjective and that's wrong. Anything can make you look bad. Just wearing a T-shirt can make you look bad. But here's an important part. We're talking about something that someone did. The next step is something someone doesn't do. Now, you're going to fire somebody because they don't support something on social media, because they don't take a stance. And that's coming next, where someone's going to lose their job or something controversial is going to happen because the company wants you to tweet something out or wants you to retweet something out. And that, I mean, it's getting down the drain. It's getting down the drain. I'm telling you, it's going to get worse.
Happened. That's already happened.
It's over. Yes, it has. It has.
For years,
you're absolutely right.
Wanting the players to go to the White House, but nobody, certain people didn't go there because of the certain president was there. So that's already happened.
Yeah.
Or even I thought you were going to go with I thought you were going to go with the national anthem, forcing people to have to say the national anthem, and that's where we're going right now.
Well, just like back in the day when the Boston Bruins won the Stanley Cup, and Tim Thomas didn't go to the White House because he was basically, he says it wasn't racist, but it was Barack Obama that was the president back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't go. He got heat for that, and then his career after that didn't go too well.
Excellent. All right, guys, get on to the next.
This party's over.
Topic
got excited
number
there.
2. Thought someone was going to Phantom Zone? No, Danny, no Phantom Zone. Topic number 2. And you see, now I tell you, this is hard to see, but whatever. I can read it over here. It's Ace Ventura 3. Alrighty then. A new rumor has emerged claiming that Ace Ventura 3 is in the works, with X-Men star Evan Peters reportedly being sought after to take over as the highly popular pet detective, originally played by Jim Carrey. The idea is to bring in Peters as the son of Carrey's character, who, much like his father, has an affinity for animals, Hawaiian shirts, and giant pompadour hair. Pompadour styled hair. Do you want to see him as Ace Ventura? Whoever wants to start can start it up.
I'm going to run to my car, but if I can say just a quick word on this, as long as Jim Carrey's in it, and as long as it's, got some continuity there, I guess I'm okay with it. I mean, I can see it, but anytime you get to that level of a movie like this, it's like, okay, what are we going to do that's new?
Yeah. I feel
Wayne's World 3. I mean, come on.
What do you think, Jessica?
I'm going to jump in.
Honestly, I'm going to keep this quick. Like, if Jim Carrey's in it, then I guess so. I wouldn't mind, but I can. And my first reaction was, I don't give a shit. To be honest with you,
I don't think he's going to be in it. I don't think Ace Ventura wants anything to do with that show anymore.
It's like we've discussed so many times. Whatever happened to originality now? All right. They're just regurgitating things, rewriting it.
It's don't pay the bills.
So someone's got to figure out how to make originality pay. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, they can. You put a good story, you know what I mean? And you can have some original content that's good, that can make money. What do you think, Danny?
I'm interested in seeing it because I like that actor. I think he can pull it off. I think he has the same zaniness and energy that Jim Carrey has. And I think if he's given the right script and given direction from James Carrey, he can pull it off. It might be pretty funny. He always steals the scenes in the X-Men movies, and he's kind of sort of stealing the scenes in WandaVision when he's there. I kind of perk up a little bit more and kind of listen to the interaction. So he has that stage presence, and he has that zaniness and that similarity to James Carrey. So if it's a good script, a good director, I think I take a look.
Well, Flash says we don't know if it's a reboot or original. It's an original. It's Ace Ventura 3. So it's not like they're planning on rebooting it. Yeah, so it's original. What do you think, Elihu?
Do you guys remember George of the Jungle 2?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Without Brendan Fraser, the little narrative at the beginning of the thing is like, no, wait, that's not Brendan Fraser because he couldn't afford the money, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of, I think that's their little Hollywood's way of saying, hey, we're redoing the character, kind of like Inspector Gadget. It's not Matthew Broderick, it's French Stewart. We got less of the Inspector Gadget, we got more French Stewart than Inspector Gadget. We're gonna get more Peter. We're gonna get more of this guy than the actual Ace Ventura character itself, because Jim Carrey is very, very, very difficult to work with. If he's going to bottomize the Ace Ventura character, he needs to work with Jim Carrey, and I don't think he has the patience to do that. Yeah, I don't think this would be a box office hit. Maybe a box office bomb.
At this point, Jim Carrey hasn't been doing much, so I think if he gets an offer to do something in the role, he better come correct. But what do you think, LDG?
He's a 100%,
Well, Jim Carrey
he's 100% method actor.
Yeah,
That's why he's very, very, very difficult to work with.
Yeah, I know.
He's a very good actor, and he's got some very good things under his belt. The problem is he's gone through some fundamental moral changes through Jim Carrey's life, and I don't even think he wants to be associated with a movie like this anymore. If anybody's seen his recent show, what is it called? What's the show he's in right now? I haven't.
He wasn't Saturday Night Live as Bison, but no more.
No, he's got his own sitcom now.
He does?
It's kind of like he's got his own TV show where he deals with mental stress, and he's basically like a Blue's Clues character. And I can't think of the name, Simple or something. I have to look it up. But anyway, he's made it. Kidding. If you haven't seen Kidding, check it out, man. It's Jim Carrey stars in his own series, and it, like I said, it deals with him with mental stress, and it's an interesting show. I mean, it's not out there. It's not your average sitcom whatsoever. It definitely comes from left field. But if you can appreciate what it is for what it is, he does a great job. There's a few very good actors in that series too. I can't think off the top of my head. But it is a good show. I just don't see him wanting to be anything a part of it. I also the actor they did pick though, I think if anyone could do it, it would be him. He fits the part. He's a perfect pick for Ace Ventura 3, I think. Perfect pick. I think he could pull it off completely, especially after seeing what he's done in WandaVision, even more so. And I'm not just talking about the hairstyle. He's got the flow. He smells like a fish, tastes like a fish, looks like a fish. I think he could pull it off. But then again, there is a place for originality too. Unfortunately, I mean, original idea only works better when it's based off an idea that already happened. Like, for instance, Endgame. That's an original idea. They took something and then just completely made up their own shit about it, and it made $1 billion, $2 billion. So if they do it right, Ace Ventura 3 could make $1 or $2.
And what do you have to say, JJ?
Sucker shit about Endgame.
Guys, Car, I got you beat, bro.
What's that?
I don't give a fuck.
I knew it.
I don't give a fuck.
Come on.
I knew it. You don't like Ace Ventura, man?
Nah, I saw the first one and I was like, nah, no more.
Wow.
Really?
All right then.
Oh, that's worth one.
Wow. No, I'm not gonna phantom zone for not liking it.
Just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
I've never been a real big fan of comedies. You know, I like very few, but I'm not a big fan of comedies, and this one just didn't hit right with me. You know.
Got you.
Was there a scene in particular? I'm curious because I didn't expect somebody not to like Ace Ventura. Honestly,
all of it.
Just all of it. Just in general.
The idea. A fucking pet detective. Give me a break.
It's not.
Did you actually watch it though? Did you actually watch it?
I watched it. Yes.
Okay. Just asking, making sure that you tasted the Kool-Aid.
Did you like animals? Did you like any Dumb and Dumber, The Mask? You didn't like any of his movies?
Cable Guy.
You like Liar Liar?
Liar was great.
No, Cable Guy was kind of all right because
he was crazy.
I made it a point back when I had internet and shit and cable in my own house. I made it a point to get to know the Comcast crew, okay? Because I wanted to know what the fuck was going on, not just some bullshit they were trying to spill to me. The Cable Guy I could relate to, kind of liked it. I loved Me, Myself, and Irene.
I was just about to ask you about that one.
Me, Myself, Irene was interesting.
That was
an awesome movie. I loved it.
Truman Show.
No,
that was good.
Yeah, Truman Show was good.
It was all right. I liked it. It was good.
Me personally,
now actually, the movie sucked, but I liked him as the Riddler.
Oh, okay. Yes, he was good.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job as the Riddler too.
I like him. Bruce Almighty was good too.
Bruce Almighty was hilarious, bro.
It was okay.
No, to tell you the truth, though, 23 wasn't that bad either.
24.
Oh shit!
Oh no, 23.
24.
You're right.
That was
freaky,
23.
man.
The number 23.
Yeah, 23.
That was freaky.
Yeah,
That was freaky, man. That was just because
Whoa.
right, everybody didn't expect that coming, and I think he did a pretty damn good job with that.
I agree, and that's why I say, man, hey, man, I'll see it if they put him in it. I'll be happy with it. I love the first Ace Ventura. I love the second one. You know what I mean? If Evan Peters can get that kind of Ace Ventura kind of vibe to it, and they have a good story, yeah, man, give me some more Ace Ventura. I'm down for that. Absolutely.
Who is that guy? Quicksilver?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
yeah, Quicksilver, and I think he could play it
Or,
off because.
Pedro Maximoff.
Yeah, and I think he can pull it off because if you watch how he acts a little bit in WandaVision, he has that kind of funny style
Spin.
and stuff. So yeah. So I think it can definitely work. What do you think? Well, Chris, we're closing up on this subject. Have any last words on it? Okay, maybe.
Wow,
not.
that's good. That's a good answer, man.
Yeah.
I agree
Love
with
it.
that. Wow.
Straight to the point, Chris. Great job. Man.
Damn.
Are we on the same question?
Yes. Yeah. I just want to know if you had anything else to say on it before I move on.
No, not really. I mean, I'll give it a chance just because I like Jim Carrey. I like Ace Ventura. It's just I don't know. I can see it. I just don't know how it's going to come across. So of course, always wait for a trailer. Kind of gauge off of that and go from there.
Yeah, I'm down. Like I said, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? Am I excited to see it? I'm like, yeah, no. But if it comes out and the trailer looks good, yeah, I'll definitely see it. So.
This party's over.
And now we get on to the final topic of the night, my friends. And this one comes from Justice League Snyder Cut. Nightmare scene may put DC on a new path. Now, after high anticipation, and what the hell happened here? Elihu? Okay, sorry. Fix that. I didn't.
I accidentally backed myself out of the thing when I was going to full screen so I can read it easier. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. After high anticipation.
Anticipations.
Yes, that's it. 4 years of a long-lasting social media campaign and public support from the cast members, we are finally getting Zack Snyder's Justice League, the original story of DC's classic team of superheroes as envisioned by director Zack Snyder. The film will finally bring us the tale of Snyder's left crumbs from Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and shall help us forget the scrap Joss Whedon made. But there's one particular sequence that Snyder has got everyone excited about, and that is the nightmare. Do you think this scene will actually put DC on a new path?
Well, yeah.
It needs to.
Yeah, I think everyone wants to talk on this, so we shall go in order.
Now, whoever wants to start can start.
I was going to say that it's going to. I mean, I've said it, that was the DCEU, his vision, and we saw the nightmare vision. We saw Flash coming back to warn him about stuff, and we know it's gonna fix all that. It's gonna make all that happen. But the thing is are they going to give him the next 2 movies that he needs to tell this story? That's my biggest problem with it is if they don't give him a couple movies, then I don't know. I mean, yes, it's going to send it on a new direction completely. It always was, and I think DC pulled the plug too quick. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it, but they're going to have to make a decision immediately on if they're going to let him finish it or not. The whole thing. I'm talking about just this Justice League movie, the second part that he has lined out supposedly, and then I think he had a second Batman and another Superman lined up, and then he had the idea for a Flashpoint movie, from what I've heard. So, I mean, it's taken a big risk for DC, but we'll see what happens.
All right, Gaishka, what do you think?
Anything that they can do to make this whole franchise revive it would be a positive thing. Like, I quickly looked into what that was, right? So it's kind of like a multiverse kind of thing, right? Where it's something like that, right?
You're talking Flashpoint?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Flashpoint
but the night vision, nightmare part, right? Isn't that like part of with Batman or something?
Yes, the dream sequence.
Yeah, it's the dream sequence from Batman versus Superman. So they're extending it, probably going to give us more details on it.
Right. So anything that you can add more light into it. Listen, this is their Hail Mary, right? We all know that. And I think that DC has put a hold on everything until they see how well this one does. Right. And it's a challenge because what is it? A 4-hour movie?
Mm-hmm.
And if it does well for a 4-hour movie, I can tell you that DC is going to give him the green light to do what he wants to do to get this back on the ground.
I hope so.
Yeah. It's the only thing that makes sense.
I don't have any faith in Warner Brothers or DC. They've never shown me anything to show that they can make a solid decision and just go with it no matter what happens.
Mm-hmm.
They set numbers to Batman versus Superman, to Man of Steel, to all these movies, and when they didn't hit them, they were like, "Oh well, we're done. We got to stop this now." Why? They weren't hitting the numbers they wanted, but they were doing okay.
Listen, I said this in a chat yesterday. DC, Warner Brothers, they're pussies. They're pussies for not taking risk. Like, their animation movies are good.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to take the risk and putting that on live. And if they do, they would make $1 million. But why don't they want to? Because they're pussies. They're afraid what the moms and dads, those, sensitive people are going to say, what we're, shoving down their children's, how we're influencing them by these type of, but they're watching it as an animation. What's the big difference in seeing them in real life? They would make a killing. They would give Marvel a run for their money, but they just don't want to take the risks.
I agree. What do you think, Danny?
I don't necessarily think DC pussies. I think they just don't have good leadership in place. Because if you don't know,
that's what I meant. That's what I meant. The leaderships are pussies. They don't want to take risks.
I don't think they're pussies. I think they're ignorant. They just don't know. Like when I first got the academy on the street, the world see me as a police officer, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So that don't make me a pussy. That just make me ignorant to the fact till I learn what I'm doing. So I think they're gonna learn what they're doing or find somebody who has a similar skill set to Kevin Feige, put them in place, and I think they would quickly catch up with Marvel. But I think that this scene, if it's done right, is going to be very monumental. I think if this 4-hour movie is going to be successful, it's going to erase Wonder Woman 84, which I was very disappointed on. So right now they got a chance to do, and I think I said this in one of my streams, this is their flashpoint moment right now. Depending on how successful this is, this could be their flashpoint where they could stop making crazy decisions, get somebody in place, because if this movie is successful as we hope it to be, then that's going to that's going to put a light on Zack Snyder. And I think he has the necessary leadership to break DC, push it forward instead of pushing it back. They don't need somebody, they need good directors, but they need a showrunner, someone who can connect this piece of the puzzle to that piece of the puzzle and keep it going in succession like Kevin Feige did. So I think that if this 4-hour movie is a success, then it's going to propel him into that position, and he got to not be scared, like you said. Now, once he get there and they give him free reign and say, hey, look, you got it. Now, if you don't pull the trigger, then I agree with what you said. He's a pussy. But if he goes there and do what he's supposed to do and follow the doggone, I would just go to Kevin. I would just call Kevin Feige. Hey, this is Zack Snyder. I ain't trying to steal some of your ideas, man, but hey, can you show me or tell me what you think, blah, 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 blah. If it makes sense, I would run with it. Now, I would also throw some of my own flavor in there. I ain't going to totally just go by and do whatever he said, but sometimes if you don't know, you got to pick up the phone and call somebody who has the knowledge. I do it all the time. I don't know every fucking law. I don't know every procedure. I'd be hey, can you tell me such or point me in the right direction? I'll do the research myself. But somebody got to go over there and be in a position of leadership, take the ball and run with it, because DC characters are so much more interesting to me than Marvel, but they just don't know. They don't. They have ignorant leadership, and if you don't know, you don't know. So hopefully they'll find somebody.
Yeah,
hopefully they'll give it to to Zack Snyder, and he will run with it.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Guyskar. The time for ignorance is not here. They're making billions of dollars. They pay people to tell them what's up. Okay, there is no ignorance. You can't. No, you can't play that card. DC is way past the point of being ignorant. Okay, they know what's up. They have the analytics in front of them. They have the people making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to tell them what's going on. They're not ignorant. I refuse to believe that.
LDG.
I believe, as Chris said, they're pussies. They've been told what to do, and they're not pulling the trigger. They've been given all the resources they need to move forward, and they're saying no.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but if I go to Las Vegas, I sit down at a table and I win $1 million. That don't make me a professional gambler. That makes me lucky as fuck. So that's why they were lucky as hell on some of their movies, but they're not professionals. They don't know what they're doing. Everybody can get lucky. A broken clock is going to be right twice a day. So they're not as knowledgeable and skilled as Marvel is. That's why it's apparent.
But the reason why I said what I
see
said,
what you're saying.
They're too damn proud. One last thing, they're too damn proud to go to their animation section and say, "Hey, man, what are y'all doing?" Because we need to do that. If they go to their animation division and say, "Man, what are y'all doing? How are y'all getting so connected? How are y'all so much better than Marvel?" They might be able to do something. But whoever's in charge is too fucking ignorant and too proud to call and ask for help. That's not being a pussy. That's being.
I agree with you. But DC isn't just some random person that sat behind a slot machine. They've been doing this for decades. All the stuff that we're talking about, the same talk was happening back when DC was just comics. This isn't a new. They're not new to the game. Okay, I understand what your analogy is, but no, they're too old. They're too seasoned. They're too matured to claim ignorance. I'm sorry, they've been in the game way too long. Now, I'll say if they're not pussies, they're stupid. I'll give them they're one or the other. But ignorant, I can't give them ignorance. I'm sorry, they've been in the game way too long. They know what's going on. They know what's up. They've made movies. They've made comics. They've made TV shows. They are more than seasoned into this game.
They hire people and trust people to do a job, and then they come in and completely overpower and take away that power of the people they're hiring. Isn't that what happened to Zack Snyder? Isn't that exactly what happened? They took him off the project.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How can you do that? If you're trusting someone and you're hiring someone, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's the reason why you hired them, and not crucify someone without showing what they can possibly do.
They did the same things to David Ayer for Snyder Cut. They went in and they messed up his movie too. What do you have to say, JJ?
Well, I kind of agree with LDG on this one a little bit, because they're not ignorant by any means, because just the fact they've been in the business for so long, don't you think their people are paying attention to Marvel? Don't you think Star Trek is paying attention to Star Wars and other shit like that? Everybody is paying attention to everyone. It's Hollywood. It happens. They knew what the fuck was going on with Marvel. All they had to do was just kind of pay attention, and they didn't. This Zack Snyder cut could be a great jumping off point, and someone needs to definitely start paying more attention and try to follow Feige, because right now Feige's got it on lock. Okay, ain't no doubt about that. I have some issues with some of the stuff he's put out, but all in all, he's got it on lock.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get connected. They need to get some better storylines. Treat their characters better. Get better writers, people that know what the fuck was going on. Comic book people would be perfect for this. So they need this shit to work. The Zack Snyder cut, it needs to work for them.
And what do you think?
Everybody on this panel knows somebody their age or older that's dumb as fuck. So being in the game long enough, that ain't got nothing to do with it. All ignorance ain't totally limited to young people. Same thing applies with this thing. if they don't know, if you don't know something, it don't matter if you've been doing it 10 or 15 years. Sometimes you just fucking dumb as fuck. I know cops been there longer than me. They're dumb as fuck. Don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Agreed.
I agree.
Agreed. And Danny, I didn't want to stomp on you there, and I agree with you. But there's a point in the game where early ignorance is different than you've been told a million times. The signs are there and you still choose to be ignorant. Okay, being involuntary ignorance is forgivable. Voluntary ignorance is stupidity.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm saying ignorance is ignorance, whether it's involuntary, voluntary, accidental, premeditated. Ignorant is
premeditated.
If you don't fucking know, you don't
ignorance.
fucking know.
LTG, please premeditated ignorance.
Now, what do you think on the matter, Eli?
I almost forgot the question. I thought it was about the dream sequence, right?
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna be a new path for Disney?
Yeah, because although people think that they're going to get a Suicide Squad crossover, but it's not the same Joker as the Suicide Squad. It's not the same Joker.
I hope so. I hope it's a different Joker.
It's a different Joker because if you look at him carefully, where does tattoos go in his face and his neck? They're all gone. There are no more tattoos. It's a different Joker. Snyder's very specific about this. Okay, look at the details. It's a whole dream sequence. It's basically what Bruce knows and is familiar with. So it's familiar with the Joker, but not entirely the Joker because the whole sequence is totally redone up. And I think I heard it's gonna be something like a 27-minute dream sequence. 27 minute dream sequence, not just 3 to 5 minutes like we saw in the movies, but so like said it was supposed to see Cyborg in the dream sequence as well. We're supposed to see interaction between him and Apocalypse in that just scene dream sequence. Supposed to be rumored, haven't confirmed yet. And
Elihu.
Yes,
I thought it was Dark Side.
It could
Dark
be
Side. Sorry, Dark Side.
It could be the same Joker. It could be just before the Joker killed Dick Grayson.
But it's a dream sequence, Danny,
Yeah,
so it's
a
the
dream
future.
sequence, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and to answer your question,
but it's still the same Joker, though. It's still the same Joker. Yeah, same
it's
Joker.
It's the same guy, but the different Joker that's not from Suicide Squad.
Nah, they just made him look different. I believe it's the same one.
There's only one person I want to see actually be completely different, and that's the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
That one better. He better have a change.
You didn't get a chance to finish. You didn't get a chance to finish. A question was asked since the Flash got crossed over in the Arrowverse. Is he going to get a new costume for the Flash movie?
Yes.
No comment. That was the only response. Was no comment.
No, they already showed us.
They already showed us new costume.
Not that
and
one.
I'm not.
Slicker like a onesie type. That's supposed to be a prototype costume for the beginning of the entire movie.
No, they showed us.
With all due respect, the costume is the last thing I want to see changed. But I want to see it changed, but that's not what I'm talking about.
He's not getting a costume in Snyder Cut, but when they do the Flashpoint, they already showed what his new costume is going to look like when you watch the
that's supposed to be the prototype costume, not the full entire costume for the full entire movie. That's
no,
supposed to be his full costume.
No, it is his full costume. They said it. It's the Flash new costume for his Flashpoint movie.
I'm pretty sure that Bruce Wayne is going to streamline whatever the hell that is and play for it. They're going to make it look better in the Flashpoint. That's usually what Iron Man does. He pays for everybody upgrades and that kind of stuff. So I'm sure Bruce Wayne is going to get with him and say, hey, man, let's make some improvements on this, that, and the other, and they'll look different. Flashpoint. It may even look different at the end of the movie of this movie. We don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if that's if he's in the Speed Force and the time thing before he goes back in time to warn Bruce and save Lois, or is that the end of the movie, end of the cutscene, where is the crossover for the Flashpoint movie? Like, I don't know, where the hell is that part going to the trailer, or is that just a teaser part that's not even going to be in the movie? Are they you know that scene where Flash in the Flash whatever the Flash zone called the Speed Zone. You know, a little half second when he's in the Speed Zone. Speed Force, thank you.
Force.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be actually in the movie or just a teaser, or if it's going to be the end credits for the teaser for the Flashpoint movie. Flash movie.
Gotcha. What are you going to say, Danny?
I said, Flash, I agree with you, but I'll be in the Phantom Zone if I say that out loud. So, No.
No, he actually wouldn't. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, that wasn't the Flash that we were supposed to get. So I want to see how Ezra Miller plays it. Then I'll decide from then. So I'm not holding off. I'm holding off judgment on that one.
He's not going to be comical.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, he's going to be a serious superhero.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why I said I want to see the performance. At the end of the day, it's like Chris said, it all depends on what happens, because how are we really going to judge if this is successful or not, right? Because it's not coming out in theaters. It's only going to be on HBO Max. I'm pretty sure HBO Max has been getting subs left and right for all the movies that they've been bringing out already, right? So Snyder...
critics get the advance copy about 3 days before the actual release of a movie. So the 3 days before the release of the movie is when you hear all the critics talk about it.
Yeah, but the critics doesn't depend on whether the movie is a success
I know,
or not.
and that's when the movies get bootlegged and slipped, and people actually get to watch them and do their own reviews of it.
To me,
Rotten Tomatoes could be a gauge. Not nothing that's reliable, but it can definitely be a gauge.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. To me, the movie is a success if if I like it or not.
Sure. Hey, that's the best answer, man.
Ace Ventura should have bombed then.
Yeah, I get it.
I didn't like it.
The first one did bomb.
That's funny.
The second one did more money than the first, I believe.
No, I'm just saying. I keep
It's a
it simple.
success if he likes it.
Yeah,
Right.
because I keep it simple. I don't worry about numbers or no shit like that. If I like it, okay, it was success. It was successful. It entertained me.
But according to the studios go with numbers, right? So they're going to have a really huge jump when it comes out in subs. And not only are they going to have a really big jump, those subs are going to have to stay, at least some of them anyways. Yeah.
No, I mean no disrespect by this, how this may come out, but to me, I don't give a fuck about them numbers.
I know you don't, but I said the studios
You
do.
don't.
I know.
So that's how we're going to determine if it's successful or not. Just because you like it doesn't mean
I
it's
know
success.
that. You know
Remember
that.
the Watcher?
Everybody else here knows that. I'm just saying I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. You
So
don't.
as far as they're concerned, they're going to say, "Oh, JJ paid, but he didn't like it, but he paid. Oh well, that's a success."
Yeah, right. My point is how are they going to determine to move on with the series if that's what they plan to do, if it's a success?
I said they're going to look at Rotten Tomatoes, that score, which to some people is important. The subs, like you said, Anzo, and also the merchandise. If toy sales go up, they're going to be like, "Oh, okay."
It's merchandise. You're absolutely correct. That's what it is. Forget Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is bullshit. No offense, but it is. It's going to be merchandise. It's going to be subs. It's going to be sales on HBO, and then it's going to be overall hype, overall
Social
after
media.
hype. How much is social media going to be on this? Because
Twitter, Instagram,
they
Facebook.
make so much money. They make so much money when people hype up stuff on social media. It's not even. It's a joke.
Right.
They have social media watchers, so trust me, they're going to be looking at that.
So it'll probably be determined on, like Danny said, the numbers, the merchandise, and what the positive feedback is on the social media. So if they're getting a ton of positive feedback, then it's like, okay, so maybe we can try to do something and move on, you know?
Anzo, just say, I hate to correct you, but it's not positive. It's anything.
Well, no.
They make just as much money on the channels that hate on it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if they go on with a new Snyder cut, right? A new version, right? If there's too much hate, they'll never go back to that. But if they get positive love, then they may consider of letting him finish the movies that Chris said he has to finish. If he does, I never heard about those other movies he was talking about.
I don't care.
I can tell you about those. I can tell you about those.
I don't care about no part 2 to the Zack Snyder thing, but I want to see another Batman and another Man of Steel. I definitely want to see that.
The original trilogy was supposed to mirror Marvel's Avengers. Was supposed to be a huge climatic 2-part ender episode because you guys know Marvel's went. The movies went basically. It's like, hey, we got the enemy here. You got Stark's vision of a possible future. Then the action happened. Then they succeeded. They're supposed to be the way Snyder wanted Justice League to do. You got the dream sequence. You got an invasion. Then you got some kind of diversion. And then they all come together and happen at the very, very end. That actually, when Snyder got released from the Justice League, the movie. They finished it up in the animated version called Justice League Dark. That was a summary of all the Justice League movies and their version of, hey, we're summing up those last 2 movies in this one. So if you watch Apocalypse Dark, that last movie, the cartoon movie, that is how the movies were originally supposed to be intended to end.
Yep.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah. But Snyder had a death in the family. And he had to back out.
But I heard it was
DC
supposed to
fucked
be Justice League 1 and 2. I never heard about a Justice League 3.
Yeah, it was supposed to be originally a trilogy, just like the Avengers.
But they got to be careful because I don't know nobody that's a bigger baddie than Darkseid in the DC universe. I don't know who's the next level. So how many times they're going to use him?
That's the question.
Yeah, that's true. He can always go to an alternate dimension, like they did with Triton.
Oh, you do have the anti monitor. I guess I would put the anti monitor up there.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna research it because, like I said, I don't remember hearing 3. I just remember Justice League 1 and 2, and then from there. So we'll see what happens because I think his trilogy was, his trilogy was starting with Man of Steel, then it was BVS, then it was Justice League 1 and 2. Which were supposed to be one movie combined. So that's what I thought his trilogy was. I didn't know about anything Justice League 3 or anything. I'll research that and I'll figure it out. But with that being said, guys, we're almost at the 1:30 mark. Anybody have anything else to say?
Yeah, I was going to say the one last thing. Sometimes what they do after, it can be just as entertaining as what you were watching. Like, for instance, after WandaVision is done, I heard there's going to be a banging show possibility here on Bigger Friend Entertainment, depending on the ending of WandaVision. So I can't wait to see that. That might be awesome.
You will not down before me, Jarrell! Both you and them one day, Jarrell!
Say hi to Ursula for me.
That was perfect. Oh, that was perfect.
I also had my finger on that mute button just in case you tried to say worth it. I was not letting you get those words out this time.
Or the P word. Or that P word.
Any word. Any word. Talking shit, bro.
It sound like he'd be like, suck your fellas gonna be like, fuck you, Jarrell. You gonna be in here one day?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
It sound like that?
Yeah,
it sounds like it's fuck you,
What the hell? I want that one.
That's a good edit, it was a really good edit. So like I said, we're going to close it up, guys. We're going to go through the panel so you guys can talk about your channels one last time. Basco Scenario.
I gotta get something off my chest.
Absolutely, Danny. Go ahead.
Now, yesterday on my show, I tried to debut the background, but ain't nobody had it. They all had the old stuff. They was like, man, let's put some salt on Danny game. So I went back to the old stuff. Now when I pop in here with the old stuff, all this new stuff, this is some kind of conspiracy, man. I feel some kind of way about that, man.
Danny, it's called the boomer moment, okay?
Ain't no boomer moment,
dude.
Ain't no boomer moment. I didn't get a damn fucking memo.
It's all right.
Danny, I got something. Listen, I'm sorry, man. I've been going. Everybody knows I've been burning the midnight oil, man. But I want to tell you something right now because you don't know about it, and some people do. I got something special coming for you, specifically for you, Comic Chat. All right, so there is something. I'm wrapping up. I'm wrapping it up with a nice bow just for you, brother. Nobody else is gonna have it.
No, don't be scared, Danny. Trust me, it's gonna be fire.
Okay, I'm gonna take word for it, LDG.
Guys, can tell the people at the channel, sir.
Yeah, you can find me on the Basco Scenario, a couple of gaming clips there. But mostly you can find me on the Chaos Central. Sundays, 9 p.m. at the WandaVision Roundtable with Big Ford Entertainment. Mondays, 9 p.m., Chaotic Conversation with Danny Graham. And then Tuesdays, Chaos List right here. And then on Wednesdays, 7 p.m., which might be moved to 8, I hear now. And for the Rule of 3, and then at 10 p.m. for the OOC. So, yeah, that's where you can be.
And Danny, if you had checked your Twitter before you popped in, you would have had the new backgrounds before you even came in here, bro. Tell the people about the channel, sir.
I am really, really, really excited about this upcoming Saturday's Square One because it's going to be fire. We're going to be ranking our top 5 NBA players each position. So please come in each position all time with best 5 point guards, best 5 center, best 5 power forwards, best 5 small forwards, best 5 shooting guards. We're going to put best dunker, best 3-point shot maker, best closer. And then the last question is going to be, if you can go through time and pick your top 5 NBA players of all time, what would be your all-star team? So please tune into that, man. I think it's going to be fire. I know who Lonzo going to have for number 1 on everything.
Can I have Metalark? Can I have Metalark Larson, please?
Have whoever you want to. I don't think I don't think they're going to fit in, but that tickles your fancy.
Hey,
but
you said whoever, man.
Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tune in. It's going to be a good show.
Damn right it is. LDG.
Yo, what's up, guys? LDG Pixels here. If your tech needs, computer problems, questions, anything at all, guys, I'm here to help. And Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica. We host the waiting room. That's right. Where the YouTube bell fails, I pick up the slack, let you know who's streaming, who streamed, who's going to stream, who uploaded, and even give some reviews here and there. Hosting things like watch parties. Saturday, we do Married with Children. Friday, we do WandaVision. Guys, make sure you check out my WandaVision theories. I do live streams at 3 a.m. as soon as it drops. So react and see if my theory, when my building theory holds up to snuff. I think I figured out the show. We have lots of fun, including late night nerdgasm. That's right. This time it might just be porn every Saturday night so far. I've been having a huge panel, having lots of fun. Again, Project Prometheus, guys, free in the net. It's about time we have a true public forum, control over your digital footprint, and power over what you want to see, hear, and think online.
Right on. Project Prometheus, guys. JJ, you are up. I see you unmuting, so good job.
I had to clear my throat. I didn't think y'all wanted to hear that.
Let me clear my throat.
Anyway, what's up, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit of everywhere and a lot of nowhere. You find me Sundays, 3 different places. Early in the day, Chris Knight's channel for the weekly wrap-up. The second, for the next couple weeks, is right here on Big Afford Entertainment for the WandaVision Roundtable. And later on that night, you catch me on Honstar's channel for either Jackbox Game Night or Name That Tune. Monday night, you find me on my show, Randomness at its Finest. Random panel, random topic situation. Come by, like, share, subscribe. You know the stuff. Ring the bell. Thank you, LDG. Then on Tuesday nights, you find me right here with these fine gentlemen, hanging out, discussing topics, maybe getting a little fights, but whatever. It's all entertainment, right? We having a great time here. Yeah, and then last but not least, back over on Chris Knight's channel for the weekly Rumble, sometimes as a contestant or a combatant, as I'd like to say, or he brings me in as a wild card, change things up a little bit. And you can find me on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, at Sithlord3827. Sometimes I tweet, sometimes I retweet, sometimes I don't. It's a lottery. Come check it out. Great to see you guys. Had a great show.
Excellent. Great show. I'm glad you guys can make it. Elihu, last but not least, you are up.
And I am who? Yes, I am. I can be found everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I know. But I can be found especially this Thursday at 11:30, around 11:45 a.m., talking about the Countdown to Mars. We're going to be covering Mars and the Perseverance landing. Yes, live as it happens. Hopefully there's a successful landing. And I can also be found everywhere JJ mentioned randomly. And don't forget to follow El Dildo G over there for computer tech help. If you're not familiar with his new nickname, it's El Dildo G. So
what?
Last week, El Dildo G.
Work in progress. The thoughts and the opinions of Elihu are not necessarily shared those with LDG Pixels. Where's Chris? Damn it.
And since you guys are having 4 people instead of your rule of 3, it's on at 4 o'clock Pacific. So why not the 4 at 4?
The 4 at 4?
Because we don't do Pacific here, bro. We do Eastern.
It's 4 o'clock Pacific. The 4 at 4.
Yeah, but we do Eastern.
That just popped in my head. I'm like, hey, wait.
Yeah. We have hot sauce. They have hot sauce, not ketchup.
Okay. That's right. That's what they put on the steak. That's for the steak. Hot sauce for the fries. Okay.
Damn, bro.
With that being said, you guys know the channel Bigger For It Entertainment. I do appreciate you guys checking up. Next up will be the OOC tomorrow night. You know what I mean? We also have the Rule of 3 with the side of Tabasco. So I hope you guys check that out. But with that being said, we are out. Peace.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.